Hey everyone, it's Remy. I tried to upload a video last week, but it didn't work. So I wanted to make a video today and update you on what's going on. So lots of things are happening. I am getting a new therapist. It was really frustrating living in the area that I am, finding a trans therapist who like a therapist who knows like trans stuff, that was available and close by. I have a friend who recommended somebody to me, and it's not that she like understands 100% like trans people, but she started to she has experience with like parents of trans kids, so she kind of gets it. And the other good thing is that the endocrinologist has already gotten a letter of recommendation from this therapist, because my friend who recommended her is on T. Because that was the thing with the woman that I was seeing before, is that it sounded to me like my endocrinologist was not going to accept a letter from her because she didn't know what she was talking about. So I got that fixed. I'm liking her. I mean, I had my first appointment today, which was mostly just like an intake and talking about me and my history and all of that. So it wasn't really, I didn't really get too much of a feel for her. But I have an appointment next week, and I'm not seeing Priscilla anymore because I'm done with her. I did set up an appointment with somebody in Plymouth, New Hampshire, which is about an hour and a half away from me. There was a volunteer driver's assistance program that was going to help me out, possibly, but since it's an hour and a half, I mean, it's a lot to ask, so if I don't get a ride, then I'm not going to go, because I can't afford the gas. Like, I just can't, because I'm living off of my mom right now, basically. The job hunt is like, meh. There's a part-time job that I was looking at that somebody was like really interested in with me, and I tried calling them today, but I didn't hear back, so I don't know. I'm a little nervous, but there's not much I can do, really. On the family front, so first of all, I'm only seeing my immediate family, like my parents and my brothers, on Christmas Day. I might go for Christmas Eve just to like have dinner, but then I'm not staying over. I'm gonna go home and then get up in the morning. But I'm gonna have to get up and be there for 8 o'clock for presents, because my family is gonna be going down to Connecticut to visit the rest of my family, and I decided not to go. And there was no really contention with my parents, which I was kind of surprised about. Like, I was, prepared to say, the only way that I'll go is if you give me gas money, so then I can leave on my own and I'm not trapped there. But there was nothing, so I'm not going. And I recently found out that a great aunt of mine, so like my grandmother's sister, was just diagnosed with stage 4 inoperable cancer. So I don't really know like what they're planning on doing. If they're planning on doing chemo, I don't know. So my mom told me that, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, so when were you planning on seeing her? And she said that they were planning on seeing my aunt Dawn when they went down for New Year's, because on New Year's they were going to go to my Aunt Tammy's house and stay over, and then possibly go to my Aunt Dawn's and see her. So I said to my mom the other day, I was like, well, I really want to go to New Year's so I can see Aunt Dawn if you guys are going. And she's like, well, there's going to be like a lot of family there, like, are you going to be okay with that? And I'm like, I'm just going to deal, because like, I really want to see Aunt Dawn. I don't know. I haven't seen her in 2 years at this, well, no, okay, maybe a year. I haven't seen her since my grandpa died last September. Not this one, but the September before. Sorry, adjustment. So, I get an email from my mom. And let me bring it up because I don't even want to like say anything wrong about it, and say something that she didn't actually say. She said, I don't think it's a good idea for you to come to New Year's. I've been thinking about it nonstop since you mentioned you were thinking about coming with us. This situation with you is so emotionally charged. I honestly don't know how supportive I would be if the whole subject is brought up. As a mother, you don't know how hard it is to admit that. In addition, I've talked to Aunt Tammy about it, and she doesn't think New Year's Eve is a good time to confront this whole situation. She says she wants to be able to discuss things with you, but she doesn't want to alienate her favorite niece. New Year's isn't the time or place. Also, she is having her friend Lisa and her boyfriend there, and she doesn't think it's appropriate for that. It's an appropriate time for that reason also. Love, Mom. So basically, they're like telling me that I'm not allowed to go to New Year's. So that pissed me off. Like, you know, don't even mention that, you know, my birthday is on the 4th of January. So apparently she doesn't want to see me closer to my birthday either. So I'm pretty pissed off at my parents right now, and my mom and my family. It's kind of bullshit. So that's been really rough for me. I'm gonna see my mom either tomorrow or Christmas, and I'm sure she's gonna ask, you know, how I feel about it, and she's probably waiting for me to flip out, but I don't know. I called my Aunt Dawn, and I was like, hey, you know, and my Uncle Frank picked up, her husband, and I guess she was out or something, so, but I mentioned, I was like, hey, so I heard what was going on with Aunt Dawn, and I'd really like to see her, like, do you have any days that, like, you know, and he's like, well, things are kind of crazy right now, and I was like, totally understandable, like, maybe I'll call again next week, and we'll figure something out, and he was like, yeah, I'd love to see you, you know, we'd love to see you. So I was like, you know what, I just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go by myself, and if my mom bitches about, like, gas money, then it's going to be her own goddamn fault, because if she doesn't, you know what I mean, like, if she doesn't want me to go to New Year's, then, and see Aunt Dawn, then fucking pony up money so I can go drive down, like, if you don't want me, like, what the hell. So I'm a little bit frustrated with all of them right now, and it just makes me feel like, you know, like, I would have liked to have hoped that, you know, they were like, oh no, we really want you there for Christmas, you know, yeah, it's uncomfortable, but, you know, we really love you, and we want you there, like, is there anything we could do? No, they're fucking flat out, like, my mom hasn't said anything really to me about not being there for Christmas, and nobody has said anything to me about, like, the fact that they give a shit. And then I was pretty much told by my mom about New Year's that I was uninvited, and not invited because of how I look. So my mere presence is, you know, there. I have to confront it. Like, I'm just so tired of it, and I'm so done. I'm just so fucking done. So that's what's going on for me, and I'm just ready for the holidays to be over, and I'm ready for my birthday to just come and go this year. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm so tired of fighting my family and convincing people. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys are having a better holiday than I am. But I will probably see you guys in the new year. You guys have a good one. Bye.